Arcanine was from blue version, right? I think one version had Arcanine, one version had Vulpix, Ninetales, right? They had some exclusive ones for each of the versions. I do vaguely remember growing up feeling a little bit like, I wish I could get Arcanine, but yeah. It's probably because I had blue version. Blue version was my first one. I wonder how fun it would be to go back and play that. Yeah, wasn't there one that you have? One has Scyther, one has Pinsir. What are other exclusives? What are some other exclusives? Slowpoke and Psyduck? Really? No, I don't think those were exclusive, right? Magmar, Electabuzz. Yup, that's another one. So one version was Bellsprout, one version was Oddish? That's what I'm asking, right? How many of the other ones do you remember? Oh, Jigglypuff? No, Jigglypuff, Clefairy? I thought you could get both in both versions. Or, yeah. It's like it might be fun to go back and play the games. Yo, how many of you guys like the way the sprites looked from Red and Blue? Like, you know, obviously nowadays when you go and you see the new games that come out, they show you what the Pokemon looks like in the Pokédex, right? That's what the sprites are, right? How did you like the way the sprites look back in Blue and Red? I thought they looked hella cool, right? But like, do they look cool just because, you know, we don't have that art style anymore, or because it's old, or is it actually really cool? I think it was really cool. Yeah, a lot of the Pokemon look nothing like the Pokemon that we know them nowadays, right? I think they made them a little bit more up to date, even though I don't think they were out of date back then. Okay, well, if some of you guys have been here for a while, you might have seen this before. You're gonna think this is super cool. You're gonna think this is super cool. You'll be like, damn, how can I get it? And the answer is you can't. I mean, unless you get it from me. I actually haven't looked at it in a while, so it's gonna be kind of cool to pull it out. You'll know as soon as I show it to you. The back, at least, here, right? This is a legit Pokemon card. Ready? Let me show you this. Perfect for our conversation. This is a custom card, right? This is a custom card with the original Pokemon sprites, and it's laminated. It's silver foiling. And it's laminated and put onto an energy card, right? A regular Pokemon card. Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, Charmander. There's a lot of nostalgia, huh? Red and blue nostalgia here. Charmeleon, Charizard. I guarantee you kind of remember what they look like, but you don't fully remember what they look like until you re-see these. Squirtle, Wartortle. And it's the actual card too, like the Wartortle card actually has these moves, which is super cool. Alright, Blastoise. Look at this fatso, bro. Yeah, I had my buddy custom make it. It was actually kind of expensive too, but I got to support my buddy at the same time, because this took a lot of time. But yeah, when we're talking about Red and Blue and all the nostalgia of it, you know, this is something cool in my collection. A lot of you guys asked, you know, hey, can you show something cool in your collection? This is definitely a really cool, you know, thing that I have in my collection. And now that I brought it out too, what I told you guys I was gonna do was, I said I don't do too many master sets for modern cards nowadays, but because I really love the 151 set, I probably will, you know, be doing the Japanese, maybe the English, but definitely the Japanese master set. And probably in the same binder, I'm gonna put these cards in that binder as well. So I think it's gonna go perfect. You got Pidgey. Yep, this is all of them. This is every single one. Pidgeotto. We asked for something cool, not something freaking insane. You have to see Rattata, Eradicate, Spearow, Fearow, Ekans, Arbok, Pikachu, Raichu, Sandshrew. Look at this. Like, Sandshrew does not look like this anymore, man. Sandslash, Nidoran, female, Nidorina, Nidoqueen, Nidorat. Do you guys, whenever you see these sprites, do you still hear the Pokemon cry? Right? They had all, like, each one had its unique cry. Yeah? Nidorino, Nidoking, Clefairy, Clefable, Vulpix, Ninetales. Did you think there's somebody in this world that could exactly replicate all 150 Pokemon screams? They are uniquely different. They are actually uniquely different. Just saying. Right, Wigglytuff, Zubat. This is the most annoying one. Going through Mount Moon, it's like, bro, get me out of here, bro. Golbat, Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume, Paris, Parasect, Venonat, Venomoth, Diglett, Trio, Meowth. No, these were custom made, and they were only made one time for me. I'm sure there's probably some amazing artists out there that could do this, could make it happen. Psyduck, Golduck, Mankey, Primate. I know as I go through these though, you're gonna see one that really hits you with nostalgia. I'm sure all of these hit you with nostalgia, but you're gonna see specifically a couple of them that are gonna really hit you. There's Arcanine, right? You know what's funny is in the base set card, Arcanine, the actual base set vintage card, it did say legendary Pokemon. Even though, like I said, it was supposed to be a legendary Pokemon, and it's not a legendary Pokemon, right? But in the card, they actually did put legendary Pokemon for Arcanine. Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam, Machop, Machoke, Machamp, Bellsprout, Weepinbell, Bell, Victory Bell, Tentacool, Tentacruel, Geodude. Look at this. I never understood what the stuff on his head was. Graveler, Golem, Ponyta, Rapidash, Slowpoke, Slowbro, Magnemite, Magneton, Farfetch'd, Doduo, Dodrio, Seal, Dugong, Grimer, Muck, Shelter, Cloyster, Ghastly, Haunter. I think Gengar looked pretty cool, right? Yeah, Gengar's pretty cool. I think Haunter looked a little cooler, but like Gengar, Onix, Drowsy, Hypno, Krabby, Kingler. Look at them claws, bro. Voltorb, Electrode, Execute, Executor, Cubone, Marowak, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Lickitung, Coughing, Wheezing, Rhyhorn, Rhydon, Chansey, Tangela, Kangaskhan, Horsey, Seadra, Goldeen, Seeking, Staryu, Starmie, Mr. Mime, Scyther, Jinx. Dude, this sound, I still remember this sound. It's like, okay, no, it doesn't sound like that. Okay, I can hear it in my head, but I can't replicate it, okay? Electabuzz, Magmar, Pinsir, not even close. Nah, that's pretty, 25%, okay? 25% accurate, okay? That was like 25% accurate. Magikarp, Gyarados, Lapras, Ditto, Eevee, Vaporeon. Here we go, the evolutions. What was your favorite evolution? Jolteon was my favorite. Flareon, Porygon, Ammonite, Amistar, Kabuto, Kabutops, Aerodactyl, Snorlax, Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, Dratini. I bet you that you don't remember Dratini looking like this. Dragonair, Dragonite. Dragonite was pretty dope. Mewtwo, Mew. But yeah, that's my cool set. All right, a little show and tell for you guys. All right, definitely a really cool set. Like I said, I had the bright idea to make it happen, and one of my buddies who did like custom cards, I kind of worked with him to do it, and yeah, it was pretty expensive to get the whole set, right? Don't plan to sell it though. He doesn't do custom cards anymore, but I'm sure some artists out there, if you ask them, I'm sure they're, you know, artists and custom card artists nowadays are super talented. They definitely can make it happen. But, right, if you thought that was crazy, it gets a little crazier, okay? Just a little bit crazier, okay? All right, now, all of those cards I showed you, right? The actual card, like the description and the attacks and the moves and the actual, all the descriptions of the cards was from a real card. They made all these 151, right, Pokemon in some card, right, as a real Pokemon card. That's why they took it all, right? But one of the things of having those real cards was those cards were hollow. So I had my buddy go back and make a couple of extra ones, right, that were hollow. So any card that could have been hollow, I actually had him do me a version that would be hollow. So obviously Bulbasaur and Ivysaur didn't have any hollows, right? But the Venusaur was a Venusaur hollow out of base set, right? So he did this sparkly hollow, so I would have a hollow one for any of the ones that were hollow, right? So Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise. So when I put it into the binder, right, and I'm putting in the master set, right, all the cards that, you know, obviously like in base set, oh, this Nidoqueen looks exactly like the jungle Nidoqueen, yeah? Any of the cards that were like vintage cards that had a hollow would be hollow as well, right, in the binder, which is cool. Because my idea back then was to put like a Wigglytuff hollow, like let's say from jungle, right next to this, right? I thought that was, I mean, I could still do that, but that was kind of my idea. So I kind of wanted these hollow versions. So anything that could have been a hollow, right, had a card that was a hollow, it is hollow here, right? So Muk, right, Haunter was a hollow out of Fossil, Gengar was a hollow out of Fossil, Hypno was out of Fossil, Electrode out of Jungle, Hitmonchan out of base set, Chansey out of base set, Kangaskhan out of Jungle, Mr. Mime out of Jungle, Scyther out of Jungle, Pinsir out of Jungle, Gyarados out of base set, right? Ditto out of Fossil, Vaporeon, Jungle. So that was the whole idea with it. You get the point. Yeah, it was super cool. Alright, Snorlax there. So, super cool. I mean, yeah, funny that we're talking about the sprites today. But yeah, little side project. This was a couple years ago. So these cards are a couple years old. The last time I looked at these was definitely probably a year or two ago. Right, the last time I seen these cards. But anyways, little show and tell. If you guys enjoyed that, maybe it inspired some of you guys to collect some 150s or reach out to some artists and maybe make this happen. But yeah,